Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was...
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did. So much balls. What happened? There's too much balls on that ref. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh. Hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. Hello, beautiful people. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing okay. I am still uploading stuff to Instagram as we speak. A Smackdown is over. The day is done. And it is time to talk about what we saw. Okay? Now, hey, Kenny Ken. Now, listen. We got a lot to go over and a little bit of time to do it in. Babe, can you turn it down just for a little bit? All right, so I had to do this on my phone until the laptop I usually work with comes up. But we're going to start off with what we saw first, which was the Brawling Brutes coming out there cutting a monologue. Now, to me, this was unnecessarily long. I feel like once they came out there and pretty much asked Drew to be a part of the group officially, then Sammy should have came out there, right? So this was a little too long for me. I kind of saw this coming. I feel like what was already unsaid was already said, if that makes sense. So we didn't need to have a full-on, indoctrination of Drew into the Brawling Brutes, an honorary brute as they call him. I just feel like we didn't need to do that. But, they did. Hello, Dirty Heels Podcast. How are you doing? Okay. Hello. How y'all doing? Okay, so listen. I just felt like it didn't have to go that far. So we get to that point, and then the honorary Sammy comes out there, and basically he's just like, it don't matter who you got, the bloodline is gonna dominate. So it doesn't matter. No matter what y'all do, the bloodline is gonna be at the top of the mountain. So they said that they didn't. Maybe Sammy might want to keep his mouth shut because he don't know who they fifth is. You know what I'm saying? Now I did predict. Hey, Brazy. I did predict some weeks ago, almost a month ago, that it was gonna be the Brawling Brutes, Kevin Owens. I didn't predict Drew being a part of the crew, so that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. But I did predict that Kevin and the Brawling Brutes were going to be a group. And at that time, I thought it was still going to be traditional 4-on-4. Okay. So I did predict that it was going to be the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes and Kevin Owens. I predicted that. So that I called it. Okay. Now, they threw a monkey wrench at me when they said that Kevin Owens was injured. But you see, WWE didn't announce his injury. That stuff came straight from the blogs and Dave Meltzer. So something about that just didn't seem right to me. If Kevin was injured and in danger of truly injuring himself, then we would have really big problems and they would not go into war games with Kevin going in. Now, if they do something weird, like what they did with Dakota and what's her face? What's her name? Tegan Knox, babe. Yeah. Now, if they do something weird like that, then Kevin's injured. They don't want him to be in the match, but he got announced for the match to heighten the match itself. You see what I'm saying? So that's a high key big possibility. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta switch over to my computer. I cry if Big E comes out as their fifth. Well, babe, they already got the fifth. It's Kevin. But like I said, if some shit goes down and my parents are in there watching the game with the Cavs. They love them some Cavs, honey. But anyway, it's partially your fault. Not really. Daddy's always been into basketball. So it ain't your fault.
All right, so hopefully y'all can hear me and everything. But I had to get off my fern, child. But listen. But I don't care what his recovery is looking like, so disregard. It looked like the WWE is going to take a lot of baby steps when it comes to Big E because of the nature of his injury. So I wouldn't expect Big E to be somebody in a match like that in any way, shape, or form, specifically because of his neck injury. And I know that he's taking his time and coming back, which I think he definitely should. And those kind of matches should be way down the line for somebody like Big E. While I would love to see Big E in a ring wrestling and doing amazing things inside War Games, just specifically based off of the neck injury that he had, I wouldn't bring him back just to put him inside a cage match like that where chaos is ensuing and you really don't have a lot of control over what's going on. Anything could happen to him, and just out of respect for him and making sure that he's okay, WWE is going to be a little gun shy on Big E, which I can understand that. You know what I mean? I found that's why KO was reported injured. I'm not quite sure what that means. I imagine you're saying you found out why Kevin Owens was reported injured. Okay. Kenny said, oh, never mind. I fell asleep before SmackDown even started. Oh, babe. Kevin was the one who was announced to be the fifth member. Kevin came out there and it looked like he does have a slight injury. He wasn't moving as quickly as he normally does. And he was a little hesitant in some things. But he did utilize his legs and do everything effectively. He got up quickly when he hit Roman with the stunner. So it's not like Kevin can't move or can't do anything. It's just some things might be a little, you might have little key pieces here with Kevin in that injury if he is suffering from one. He may be just a little bit sore and he needs to just work it out and maybe he'll get himself together. But Kevin was there. Kevin was there. He showed up. And yeah. He was doing a TV show in Canada. Yeah, but they wouldn't report him as injured if he was doing a TV show. He'd just be on a hiatus. They wouldn't report him as injured. WWE didn't report him as injured. That's why I thought something about that didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Because usually they'll say breaking news, right? And they'd be like, they suffered a sprain or something like that. They would tell us. Is this where we see the bloodline take their first L in war games? It might be. Prediction wise, if you asking me prediction wise for this, more than likely the bloodline is going to gain the advantage next week in that match on Friday. And then Saturday, they're going to have the bloodline going against the Brawling Brutes inside that cage. And that's pretty much going to be it. I don't see. He's in the spare bedroom with Logan. Okay, so I don't see there be no reason for the bloodline to win. In my opinion, I would give it to the Brawling Brutes. The bloodline has been dominating for years, and at some point they gotta start showing cracks. They got to. It's gotta start breaking down at some point. It even started happening with Paul Heyman and Lego Goro when they was at the top of the mountain, you know? So it's gotta start happening for somebody. All right, so we got a few little. Fuck. Let me go back and upload these other videos. I hate when it don't upload the damn pictures all the way. It only upload a few of them. That irritates me. Hold tight, y'all. Hold on.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Now Julio made me a Popio, and I might hit your phone up with that bye. Listen, my da. Listen, that all of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these bitches and hugs and toxic. You a damn drug. Toxic. If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me, baby? But look at where I ended up. I'm open already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring.
All right, y'all. So I'm back. Okay. Did my comment come through? Baby, all I see is this. Let me see. Okay, this comment came up. It says I was sort of mad about it because it was only a tiny bit shorter than a Roman promo on any other day. It still beat them by 2 minutes. I mean, that's all that came through, babe. Was that what you was worried about? Let me put my glasses on so I can see, child. Anyway, language. What happened? Why? Y'all got. Oh, baby. Okay, so we got the Brawling Brutes had their little moment with Sami Zayn. We're gonna move on from there, and we're gonna go. Let's go into Bray Wyatt. Okay, Bray Wyatt decided to come out and to try to make amends, as he put it, and basically he apologized to LA Knight for putting his hands on him last week. He pretty much slapped the shit out of him, and well, this didn't go over too well with LA Knight. You see, LA Knight's a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch, and he always got to pop off and talk. Well, LA Knight came out there and pretty much said, "Did you not knock his tower over with your car?" Mm-hmm. Go on back in there and play. Well, any whoosies, I have nephews here today, children. Okay, so I'm going to be interrupted. Y'all just gonna have to deal. All right. So Bray Wyatt tried to make amends with LA Knight, and now LA Knight is mouth almighty, tongue everlasting, and Sir was just not hearing it. Now he came out there during the conversation that Bray Wyatt, was trying to apologize and set the tone, and Bray Wyatt pretty much got himself to the point where he knew this was going to go there, so he just kept himself calm. But LA Knight had to take it a step further and slap the man. And basically he said, "Oh, well, we're even. I got mine, you got yours, we even now." Bray Wyatt said it's taking everything in me not to beat your motherfucking ass, but you know what? I'm going to keep myself together, and we are even. So the next moment is going to decide your fate. This is going to decide how far your life is going to go. The direction of your life is what's going to make this next moment. He stuck his hand out to LA Knight. LA Knight slapped him in the face again. He said it was a 2-for-1 special. Bray Wyatt stood there, dropped to his knees, and fixated on LA Knight. He did not move, nor did he blink. And in the background, we saw the blinking Uncle Howdy. Okay? We saw Uncle Howdy blipping on the screen. Now, child, what I tell you, I was like, ooh, I got a little palpitation going on up and through her, honey. Because the next scene after it came back from commercial was LA Knight leaving out the building, and that damn masked creature was standing there right behind him in the dark, and nobody said nothing. Okay? Now, they cut and they had the match, and then they cut back to LA Knight after the commercial. LA Knight was laid out underneath a pile of something of it. Okay? I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was just about everything them roadies have to lug to that motherfucking arena in every show. He damn sure was laid out and prostrate before the Lord underneath it. Okay? He was laid out. Am I lying, Jared? Laid out. I said, see, that's why you got to be careful in these evil days. You got to be careful out here in these streets. You can't just be talking to people all kinds of crazy and putting your hands on people. That's how you get your ass beat. Okay? Toe little baby up. All right? Child. Now we're going to bounce back to the beginning of the show, because at the beginning of the show, we got Ricochet going up against Mustafa Ali. Now, Mustafa Ali had a brutal match with Bobby Lashley this past Monday. He had some taped up ribs going into this match. Ricochet was very concerned because while they were competitors, they're still very good friends. And Ricochet obviously did not want to harm his friend. So he felt like Mustafa is being just a little too overzealous and he needs to focus. So They fast forward to today, they had their match. Ricochet was hesitant, but as the match progressed, he knew he had to continue to keep going forward if he wanted to advance in this World Cup tournament. All right. And so Ricochet was able to best Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali was at 75% and was still holding Ricochet down. Okay. So at 100%, just imagine the kind of match we could have gotten if Mustafa Ali was at 100%. Okay. This match was gold. It was such a good match. Both men performed exceptionally well. It was so much fun to watch. A lot of high flying, but also some traditional shit too. But they did the damn thing. They kept it going, and it was fun to watch. I loved it. Now let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. So Karrion Kross had a match with Madcap today, but that's not the part you need to be worried about. I'm watching, and Madcap is in front of Gorilla, because that's where the Gorilla be at. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what they've made us believe, right? He's standing there working out, right in front of the entrance to go into the arena so you can go do your match. Emma walks up, and Emma got this look on her face. I said, "Oh, girl, you like him? You like him, girl?" Emma like her some Madcap, honey. And then, you know, Emma asked him how he was doing. And he said, Karrion put me on the shelf for 3 weeks. 3 weeks is like a lifetime in WWE. He just was very distraught about the time that he missed. And Emma just told him, she said, hey, don't worry about it. Go out there and kill it. And Madcap was looking at her. I was like, ooh. I said, ooh. I see how you looking at her. I see you. And he just kept looking, honey. His eyes did not move. He did not talk. He just was like, girl, I'll break you off. I said, sir, you must contain your sexiness, okay? You can't be up on her like that. Why you throw your trap? They beat him. They up 9 now. Let's go, Cass. Let me put y'all comments in. I'm gonna go back to it in a minute. He said, "Oh, little nephew voice." Now he felt titillated enough to slap Bray back. Don't he know that man is tampering in dark side and stuff? Child, he slapped the shit out of Bray Wyatt. His face was red, Kenny. It was red where LA Knight slapped him at. And then he slapped him again. So he got that ass toe up. And I wish we would have seen it. He said 2 for 1 the way I just how he did. And a keg too. Nana's in there. I'm TT. Yeah, they made a giraffe out of the blocks. You got plenty of blocks. Go in there and try. Tell KJ to help you. You can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. Focus on that first. One step at a time. Not yet. Try it and see what you can do. You'll never know if you don't try. Go ahead. You guess you can try? Anyways, it's like the Santino parent all over again. I don't know about that. Why are they doing that when we know they already a couple? And while I'm thinking about it, why people keep saying that's how they're bringing Eva back? I can't wrestle Marie. I can't wrestle Marie. Eva, I can't wrestle Marie back. Eva, oh, big hell no, KB. Nice. Y'all chill out in there. Chill, okay? Now, it's one thing that I will accept. It's many things that I will accept. One, I'm not standing on Nikki Bella or Brie Bella, and 2, hell no on Eva Marie. She's 1, 2, and 3. Them 3 hoes, absolutely not. I can't do it. I can't. Now, when I tell y'all Madcap was looking at her like she was a piece of meat, baby, he was like, he's like, I will fillet your ass right here in these motherfucking streets, girl. Don't be messing with me. I was like, I said, Jared, you see how he's looking at her? You see how he was looking at her? I said, ooh, bitch. I was like, this looked like the beginning of a prayer. They finna get out. Right, in front of everybody. Hey, Tirza. Okay. KB said, I'm not saying in a good way. I'm just saying I don't like her. What was he staring at? She's a Walmart flat screen TV. Hey, then she must be a good one. She must be a Samsung or Vizio because he was ready to take her ass off the shelf.
We ain't no Walmart flat screen. You can get that deal up in there while you playing.
He was ready to take her ass off the shelf, honey, and take her home. Okay, he was ready to go home. He was not playing.
We needed this one. Hell yeah.
You missed Smackdown? Oh, babes. It's okay. I'm gonna give you the rundown. I'm gonna give it to you quick.
Sitting around in the second overtime. We needed this W.
Okay, so basically what happened in the beginning of the show is that the Brawling Brutes. Oh, you saw Black Panther too? Good. A lot of people get to see it. I haven't got a chance to see it yet, but a bunch of people on Twitter spoiled it for me. So, child, what is wrong with y'all? Why you being mean to your brother? Well, what happened? Why you don't want him to follow you? Try, ain't no more blocks upstairs?
No, that's the only bag we got.
That's the only bag? You sure? Mommy had like 3 of them.
Yes, and I don't remember. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened to all of them.
How was it, Tirza? Ooh, Tirza, I'm so happy you seen it. It's so good. Still go see it, Tiff. It's so worth it. I'm going to go see it when I come back from Thanksgiving. AJ said we're going to see it. It was wonderful. In typical Tirza fashion, I cried. Everybody cries, so you're not alone on this one. Okay, Tirza. So SmackDown started out, just to give her a quick recap. SmackDown started out with the Brawling Brutes. And they basically was just giving Drew some props for helping them last week. And, of course, making him an honorary member of the Brawling Brutes. That's when Sammy came out. And Sammy basically was just like, it don't matter who you got. Like, the bloodline is going to bowl over you. We're going to dominate like we always do. They alluded to their 5th member, but they didn't tell anybody who it was. They told Sammy he needed to be more concerned about his match with he needed to be more concerned with his match with Bush tonight rather than worrying about the 5th member. Because that 5th member, they basically was like, you could worry about your match with Butch, but you need to be more concerned about that 5th member because the 5th member is somebody who is definitely going to be a problem for you. So they moved on from there and they went to Ricochet and Mustafa Ali. I highly recommend once you get home that you watch this match. Mustafa Ali was not at 100%, but he was very, very good. What's wrong? I can't help you if you don't talk to me, baby. What's going on? Nana wants you, baby. What's wrong with you? Why are you so upset? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Don't have no cheering, y'all. Don't have none. Okay, anyway. So, like I said, this match was really good. Mustafa was not at 100%. He was at about 75%, but he performed exceptionally well against a very well-prepared Ricochet, okay? Because this could have gone a very different way if this was a different competitor. And Ricochet was extremely lenient on him.
What's wrong with you? You not gonna tell me what's going on? Kevin. Why your lips poked out, honey? What's wrong? You're not gonna talk to me? Now you know I don't like that. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Is your phone charged? Where is it? Let me see. Yeah, about 51. You want to stay? Okay, I might need some juice in a minute, so. All right, y'all. So we got that match out the way. Like I said, Madcap had a match with Carrion, but before the match. The match itself was okay. Madcap did okay against Carrion, but as usual, Scarlett got in the way. So Madcap was kind of taken. He kind of got taken out because of it. Now, what I think is gonna happen is him and Emma, obviously, Emma and Madcap are together in real life. Okay, they are a couple. So I think that Emma and Madcap are going to be able to be a couple on TV, on screen as well. And now they're going into this situation with starting a feud with Carrion and Scarlett. So that's going to pull Carrion from that title scene for a little bit and place him in this mid-card division for a little while, which will give Carrion some time to develop, as well as develop Madcap and give Emma some screen time, and of course, give Scarlett hers. All right. So what we saw was a little transaction between Emma and Madcap, and the way that nigga looked at her, it was like, girl, when we get back to the hotel, it's about to be a different story, okay? It was like, girl, you don't want none of this, baby, okay? Now, that shit was funny as hell. I said, ooh, who was you about to give some? Hello. All right, so moving on from there, what we got was a match between who was the match between, babe? It was a 6-man tag team match, and it was a 6-man tag team match. It was the New Day versus Imperium. And their 6-man, or their 3rd man, was Braun Strowman. Okay. Teresa said, I've been missing wrestling all this week. Malcolm's aunt passed away on the 4th, and her wake funeral and burial was this week. So I really wanted to be there for him. I'm so sorry. Oh, please tell him my condolences to him and his family, because that's rough. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh, geez. I don't mean to cut away from your comment, Tirza. Just want to let you know I'm not disregarding it. I just want to make sure you know what's going on with wrestling. It might be able to help take your mind off things. That's very disheartening. I'm sorry. She said, thank you guys. I will definitely tell him. Okay. So not to cut away from you, but I want you to, we're going to talk about this and get this done out the way. Sure. It was New Day and Braun Strowman going up against Imperium. For the most part, that match was fun to watch. Gunther wanted no parts of Braun Strowman until the end, and they got into it, and Braun Strowman was able to keep Gunther out the match. Gunther was being very, very much a scary little business, which it take a lot for Gunther to act like that, so that was funny. That was hella funny. What's wrong? Your feet won't.
They won't. All right. So we didn't have a lot of matches, but we did have another match. We had Shotzi going up against Shayna Baszler. Now, last week, Shayna pretty much choked out Shotzi. Okay, she laid Shotzi ass out. Per Ronda's encouragement. Okay, lay sis at.
That's not what I'm saying. The damn air is blowing cold.
He wants to know if the heat is on, if it's on heat or is it on fan?
It's on heat. It's on heat. I took it off of auto and put it on so it can at least turn on and warm the house up.
It's not going to blow heat like that. That's what I figured you had done did.
Well, it was cold up here.
I know, but if you put it on fan, that means the heat not on.
I didn't turn it on fan.
He said he put it on instead of it being on auto.
No, put it on auto. Don't do that. And make sure it's on heat. Just put it on auto.
All right. So Shotzi had the match with Shayna. I'm sorry, it's a lot going on in my house today. Shotzi had the match with Shayna. Shayna was it was a pretty even kill match. It was a little sloppy on Shotzi's part, I will say that, but for the most part, they were okay. Ronda kept getting involved in the match. Every time it looked like Shayna was getting her, the tide was changing into Shotzi's favor, Ronda would get involved and she would do little nitpicky stuff. It really wasn't anything to cause any discord. Like she tripped her once. She kind of grabbed her hair a little bit and fluffed it. She was doing whatever she could to cause a discord and distraction. This elicited Raquel to come from the back to help even up the numbers. Raquel didn't come no further than that ramp. Ronda and them was kind of stunned where they were, but she did come out there. That cost Shayna the match, and Shotzi was able to pick up the win. So Shayna Baszler lost to Shotzi today. Raquel helped her win it. They was not happy campers. So next week, it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Rodriguez. They're going to do a tag team match since Raquel and Shotzi have tag teamed before. So that's the way that's going to roll. Now, like I said, Ricochet beat Mustafa Ali today. This allowed him to advance in the semifinals of the World Cup, which means his opponent is going to be none other than Braun Strowman next week. Now, this is two American fighters going up against each other. Now, about where you're from, okay? So it's an interesting thing. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Braun Strowman's a big dude, but Ricochet has been known to wrestle bigger guys and actually win. So maybe Ricochet will be able to will out and win this particular match. I think Gunther might cost Braun Strowman this championship and this title opportunity. And then he's going to go up against Santos. Ricochet will go up against Santos. But because of the way they did this, I remember now. What is it?
Squanto.
Oh, it was Squanto. Okay, I know what that movie is.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie before. What are you eating? Are they good? Let me see it. They look like tricolor French fries. Are you sure these good, Kevin?
So good to me.
That's all that matters.
They taste like Funyuns. They're good. They taste like Funyuns. Anyway, so we're going to see. But you know what? Scratch that. Those are good. Those are very good. I think that they're going to have Strowman go over on Ricochet. Santos is definitely going to beat Butch because Butch beat Sammy tonight. Santos is going to beat Butch, and it's going to be Braun Strowman going up against Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar is probably going to lose, and Strowman is going to be the one that Gunther challenges, specifically because of that match that they had tonight. That's where I think this is headed. But I could be very wrong. Is it veggie straws? I like some of those. Yeah, they are. They're very good. They taste like Funyuns. Anyways, so they had these two things up here for next week, but we already know who the opponents are going to be. Braun Strowman's opponent is Ricochet, like I said before, and Santos Escobar's opponent is going to be Butch from the Brawling Brutes. Now, the fun part of this show was the end. Okay? Everybody was fighting. Everybody was going at it. This was last week's picture. I could not find the image from this week. But everybody was going at it. They had their fight. This was after the match with Butch and Sami Zayn. Roman came down there like a G towards the end and was cleaning house. Sami Zayn was laid out. And then Kevin's music hits. And Kevin Owens saunters down the ramp. And Kevin goes in the ring. And him and Roman go at it. All of a sudden, Sammy's up and behind Kevin. And because Roman got laid out. Kevin is standing there staring down Sami Zayn, and Kevin takes a Superman punch to the face. Sami is standing there, and one thing leads to another. Roman Reigns tries to beat up on Kevin. He basically gets Sami out of there. Sami gets taken out by Ridge, and then it's Kevin and Roman once again. They start fighting. Roman get the drop on him, and he prepares to hit him either with another Superman punch or a spear. Usually it's a spear when he does that battle cry. And well, he did not get hit with that. Kevin stopped that mid-track and hit that nigga with a stunner right in the middle of the ring. And it was Kevin, the Brawling Brutes, and Drew McIntyre standing tall while the bloodline was laid out. And that was it. That was it.
That was weird.
What was weird?
Damn, monitor just switched over to YouTube.
Why?
I don't know.
Is your PlayStation still on?
Yeah, it's all.
It was a very good SmackDown. I will say that. It was a bit rushed. SmackDown ended about 2 minutes early, which is not normal. Usually WWE allows that show to run time all the way out until the end. But they didn't do that. They cut that show 2 minutes short. It was a good show. I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked the slow build to Bray Wyatt breaking down. And I like the fact that they used LA Knight to do that. I really enjoyed the Brawling Brutes and everybody fighting. I love that ending with Kevin came out there. They're going to be in Providence, Rhode Island next week. And next week are the advantage matches. They haven't said, well, they did say tonight who's going to compete for Team Bianca, and it's going to be Asuka who's going to compete in Team Bianca, which I don't know why they made the announcement of who's going to compete, but it's going to be Asuka going up against Rhea Ripley.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
You had Asuka and Io, you picked boo.
He shaved. He got a little thin stash, Jared. The little French stash. Oui, oui.
Comment allez-vous?
Stop it! You better recognize. You stupid. Why did you shave? You had to?
Because favor ain't fair, right? So let me tell you. Somebody tried to tell me that I was going to be ugly without my beard.
Excuse me?
I said, baby, like, just because you used to the men that don't do nothing but drink Hennessy and eat crab all day long. That's not my life. I drink water. I have a face routine. I take care of myself. I moisturize.
Christopher.
Okay? So when I shave, you understand? I'm different. Favor not fair. And that's okay. No, I'm okay.
You're very strong slap. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not fair. And I understand that.
Christopher, you are a vain.
I am. I'm handsome, Tiffany.
Christopher, Jesus.
Okay? Like I can have the full facial hair, no hair, full head of hair, no face. I can do whatever I want to do. And that's not common. Some of these niggas just gotta drink water and get a face regimen. That's all they gotta do.
Will you take your black ass on
I'm
somewhere?
not gonna go to bed because I gotta open tomorrow. But it's just,
He is such a vain ass.
when a nigga get clean, a nigga get clean.
He was a vain asshole.
Shoot.
I'm not shaking my beard. Fuck that. You like a whole damn child with no facial hair. Fuck all of
I
that.
don't look like no child. I look great.
He said Roman looked like somebody who just got saved from John and the soap opera. What?
Potato.
That's the potato one?
Spinach.
Let me see what the spinach one tastes like. I thought this green one was the spinach.
It is spinach. This is the beetroot.
They all taste the same. Yeah. Yeah, they okay. I can eat those. I'll buy you some more when we go on the road trip.
Some more.
Yeah, because I'm going to eat
I
them.
don't see.
Yeah, I'm going to eat them. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to eat them. Not I moisturize. Leah said hi, Chris. Did he go downstairs?
I don't know.
All right. So that was the end of this show. Oh, he in there with Pops. That was the end of the show, y'all. So what we got here is basically, he said, child, I got a tooth pulled yesterday, and the way I just downed this food, 24-hour fast is not for me. Babe, be careful. Go slow now.
Oh, that shit fucking sucked.
Now, Monday, we're going to find out who the fifth member is of Team Bianca. But Bailey's Damage Control team is set. They got crazy ass Nikki Cross, fucking weirdo Rhea Ripley, and the other band of merry weirdos. And then we got Bianca, Bliss, Mia Yim, and Asuka. And hopefully it'll be Becky Lynch on Bianca's team. Okay? We also are going to have Shotzi going up against Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And Finn Balor is going to take on the Perk Plus King himself, AJ Styles. Okay. Now, of course, he going to have his backup with his squad over there. What was that?
Somebody can't drive. Turn in the damn driveway, hit the garbage can like a goof.
Jesus. Now, they haven't released the graphic for the men's Survivor Series team yet, but when they do, I will make sure that is up there. But Survivor Series War Games seems to be shaping up. And for now, we've got 4 matches for Survivor Series War Games. And I'm sure War Games is going to be a very long match, but they haven't announced anything for... Hold on a second. They haven't announced anything for Seth Rollins for Survivor Series, which I think that they will on Monday because Saturday is going to be War Games. So I definitely think that they will announce their a match for Seth Rollins. He's been killing it and he looked great while doing it. So I assume that is going to be the case very, very soon. Okay. Oh, here we go. They got it up here now. Hold tight, y'all. Don't worry, I got it. AJ's hair could be put in a Pantene commercial. I don't even know if they do those anymore. They do Pantene commercials, child. Wait, like next week? Next week, Saturday? Yes, ma'am. Survivor Series is next weekend. Okay? And I gotta do all the storylines for our I gotta write it down and get it done. Try to get it done this weekend. Hopefully I can do it Monday night. The storyline recap. So we got a couple things down the pike before WWE essentially takes a little mini hiatus on the pay-per-views. We got some stuff going down, okay? So hopefully things will go smoothly for Survivor Series and they can just take a, a little tiny break. Just relax, breathe, just chill out. Chill out. Laid out, honey. They had LA Knight's ass laid out. LA Knight was underneath everything they bring in that bitch. He was laid out. But yes, Survivor Series War Games is next week. And they look like they got to stockpile a couple more matches for this show so that it can at least, have a little bit more going on. I think they can add one more match and a big match with oh yeah, Miz and what's his face supposed to have a match? Dexter.
Is that War Games? Or is it Survivor Series? I thought it was just gonna be on Raw the week before.
I thought it was gonna be on Survivor Series. So this is the match. Kevin look all skinny and shit. Look at Kevin screaming in the corner right here. So this is the match that's set up for War Games. You got the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes. So you got all the white people versus all the Samoans, okay? Laid out before the night water. I love that saying. my dad says that. He always tell me every time he get mad and he want to fight, he always tell me he gonna take him to the night water. That means he gonna whoop ass. I can't wait for my low vibrational plate. Okay, Thanksgiving is gonna be a good time. Nope, it's Survivor Series for Dexter's contract. I told you. He having that match at Survivor Series. Oh, okay. It ain't next week.
My bad.
He gonna wrestle at Survivor Series against Miz, and if he wins, and he get his WWE contract, which he gonna win. Okay, he's gonna win. If he don't, I'll be shocked. But he's gonna win. All right, but they don't have that graphic up there for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's not up there, and it's not on WWE.com because I got all of the graphics from WWE.com, and they did not have that one up there. Hold on, because they got some images up here that I want to show. Tears. All right, let me zoom back out. It's a little close. There was no Liv Morgan today. There was nobody else. Everybody that was on the show today, they had a pot. Oh, Tosh called. Ma'am? Can you send the voice out, please? Yeah, no problem. Thank you. KJ, Logan, your mommy's here. All right, y'all. Hold on a second. Try, can you walk outside, please? Mm-hmm. Kevin, I'm gonna keep your cookies here. I'm gonna put them away, okay? You want to get one before you leave? None of your business. You can get the pack of your cookies too. I know your nana bought you more than one bag. Go ahead and put your shoes on. Your mommy's here. You gotta go. Be good. I'll see you soon. Okie dokie. You can get your cookies from downstairs.
Be good. I love you.
Give me a sock.
Ma, he can get 1 pack of cookies. Gerard ain't gonna go let him go down there and get it out himself. Yeah, babe. Here, hurry up. Your mommy probably want to go home. You put them blocks up? Them all the blocks. All right. Be good. I'll see you tomorrow. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find. Ooh, they put a new picture of Bianca up here for War Games. Hey, Bianca, girl. I like this picture. I like this kind of mess. That's nice. Oh, she got the lip art on there, girl. Hey. Hold on.
So is the Survivor team set yet?
Yeah. KO's on team
So wait, it's
Brawling
really
Brutes.
so really the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes?
I told you what they was gonna do. You don't listen. You don't listen. They want to put Judgment Day and OC in there. Ain't nobody gonna watch it.
Oh, that's true too. That is true.
They want to see Roman Reigns fight and put his ass in the damn cage.
Yep.
Hold on, let me make sure I got it all. I don't know why they don't have Miz and them infographic up here, but they don't have it. They got everybody else's but theirs. And they got shit from the last Survivor Series up here, but they don't have the rest of them up here. I'm gonna put the new.
You know, my phone don't recognize me.
That's because you don't look the same. Hold on. Let me see what y'all been talking about. Let me see. Kitty said, I'll always be like, pop the trunk on his bitch ass. Do you think they're going to add the U.S. title match for Seth Rollins? I just said that they're probably going to have a match with him, seeing as how what they did with him in theory, what Bobby's been doing, and then if Mustafa Ali is healthy, he also plays a part in that. So they should make it a fatal 4-way. At least I would. If at bare minimum, a triple threat is where it should go.
That's an awesome match with 4 different wrestling styles. You got the powerhouse, you got the high flyer, you got the technical wrestler, then you just got the brawler with theory.
Yeah. Yes, War Games is next Saturday.
That's dope.
The Miz has to pay Dexter. It looks like he's gonna have to sell that Bill Clinton card. Bill Clinton ain't never won no card again like that, baby.
I did not have
relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
I did not inhale. I just pulled.
Stop. Y'all know what I think about sometimes is, and lives rent free in my head. Miz really should have won his Mania match against Shane McMahon. That is so true. Oh my God. Yeah. I hate the fact that he lost that match. And it wasn't even that the feud itself. He just did so good in it.
But knowing what we know about Shane, it makes sense.
Oh, but he's a bitch for that.
I agree.
You cost us a good moment.
The reason Shane got fired makes sense. Was why that he won. That
he
match.
Should not have won. Yeah. He should not have won.
He be writing his own shit.
Like it sucks.
That's unfair.
Miz got screwed. That was one time where I will gladly say that man got screwed out of a good moment.
Yeah.
He got screwed.
And he kind of disappeared after that match, didn't
he? He switched from being a face to a heel.
Oh, okay.
Because he was a face in that match. Shane was the aggressor. Mm-hmm. I think it may be Piper for Bianca teams. I don't know why, though. It's something in my spirit. It's not Piper. Side note, I posted. I don't think it's Piper. Side note, I posted an old photo on my Insta story of when I was a kid and I was holding the Sting action figure. I tagged him in the photo and he DM'd me.
Oh my God. Craziness. Aaliyah said, ah. She's pulling a dime right now. That's pretty darn cool. It's very cool. I told my mom and she hit the lid. Sting is her favorite. Girl. The wrestlers is very much on the social media scene because I shared Julius Creed and them story when they was looking at the wrestlers, the male wrestlers in NXT as if they were females and they was rating them and shit, and that shit was funny. Y'all should go to Julius Creed page and watch that video. But I shared it on my Instagram and he liked it and shared it, and I thought that was cool. Hello, how are you? That's pretty fucking dope though. But this picture right here, this picture is everything. Look at Bianca's face. Bianca is serving. Bianca giving it her all. She was like, bitch, let me give you all face. Just face, honey. And the lip. Look at the lip. I'm going to try this lip. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that lip. I'm going to try and do it. Lip art has never been my thing, but I'm going to try. Anyways. So, like I said, next week we're gonna have Shotzi going up against Raquel. Shotzi and Raquel going up against Ronda and Shayna. What was everything okay?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have the Brawling Brutes versus the Bloodline, which is gonna be Drew and Sheamus going against the Usos to win the advantage in Survivor Series. Now, if you've never seen Survivor Series, I'm gonna explain to you how that works. The only way I could express myself, that's the only way I can express myself. I like Becky and her being in the match. That would make sense. But I low-key prefer Candice. I don't think Candice is going to be the one. I do think it's going to be Becky. Becky haven't been seen since she went down by Damage Control. It will only be fair to Becky for her to come back and be in War Games, in my opinion. And get some get back on Damage Control because they took her out. You know, at least that's how I would do it. No, because that video was funny. I said, not Malik got them talking about. Child, Malik was fine as hell as a girl. Did you see? Baby, I said, no, he ain't in here looking like a damn snack. Boy, you better go somewhere. And Julius was with the shits. He said, wait now, wait. I was like, not you like a little black coffee? Not you like a little black coffee, Julius? I see you. I know you got a little swag when you talk. You a little, you're a little hyphy. Okay, you got a little bit of swag, honey. Just a little tiny bit. But anyways, y'all, I think the next week of wrestling is going to be really, really fun. It's going to be outside of this world entertaining, okay? We got Monday Night Raw. We got NXT next week if you interested in NXT. And then that Friday, we got SmackDown. And then Saturday, we most definitely are going to have War Games. Now, what I'm gonna have to do this next week because next week is the holiday, and because Wednesday I am going to be traveling. I will either do Freestyle Wednesday early, like on Tuesday, or I will wait and do Freestyle Wednesday on Sunday. So if I'm moving and shaking and I do not do Freestyle Wednesday, Tuesday, it will come Sunday. Or I will do it that Monday after Monday Night Raw, or I will wait until next week and we'll have a double whammy of SBC chats and everything else that we want to do. It really depends on how I feel. Next week is a holiday. I'm going to be traveling and going out of town. So there's not going to be a lot of time for me to be able to do stuff. Okay. Especially Thursday. Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm going to be with my family on Thursday. So I will not be able to be a part of the festivities. And on Saturday, I may not be able to do commentary. I may be able to go live, but I might not be able to do commentary on Survivor Series. We'll just have to wait and see because I'm going to be on the road going to my friend's house, and I'm gotta be able to make it back home in time. So, and that might be a lot on JJ. So I just want to make sure that everything is gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to overexert my husband too much, and I definitely don't want to overexert myself, because once we come back from where we going straight to the hotel, right? We're not going to see the house. Okay. So we're gonna have stir the dirt, honey. Tiff, whenever you get a chance, you got to check out Jade Cargill interview on the Breakfast Club. It was so good. Like, ooh, Jade that's that girl. I guess you meant really, she's really that girl. Okay. I'm not a Breakfast Club type of girl. I do not I do not care for Angela Yee or Charlamagne or DJ Envy. I don't like either one of none of them hoes. Charlamagne is kind of iffy with me. I just don't care for it, but I will definitely check it out for Jade's sake, because I do like Jade. I'm glad she was on the Breakfast Club. They got to utilize those black media outlets to make sure to draw people in. Here's the problem. You're going to utilize these black media outlets to draw people in, but then you rarely showcase black talent on your show. Jade is the only one who is on there, and it looked like Jade might be dropping her title to Nyla Rose at Full Gear. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that's just fine. That opens Jade up to possibly going after the main title in the near future. I would drop the title to Nyla. I think that's Tony Storm does. Yeah. Tony has it. I would definitely drop that title to Nyla and move forward with Jade going. Mm-hmm. Well, Jade had the TBS championship at the time.
Before she won the TBS championship.
They wasn't gonna do that because Britt was champion before Tony. Actually, before Tony, it was Thunder Rosa. And then before Thunder, it was Britt. They did not want to eclipse Thunder Rosa getting the championship, so they gave it to Thunder before they gave it to Jade. But then they created a title so that Jade could dominate in the second half of the division and not at the main forefront of the division. Now, do I think that Jade rightfully deserves a title shot for the main championship? Absolutely. She is undefeated as the TBS champion. In just about every match, in every single match she's had, she has not been beaten. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, while I can understand why people are like, well, Jade should be champion, there are reasons why she's not champion. And they make sense. In their defense, it makes sense.
All I see is a former WWE person hold one of y'all belts.
You talking about Jade? Oh, Tony. Well, they got a lot of former WWE people holding belts.
All I see is former WWE people holding your belts. But yet they poaching y'all talent.
Jared, we not going there. Kenny said, girl, it's a holiday. Take a break and do it when you get back home from traveling. She said, hashtag relax and break. I got you. Everybody, please get a little tipsy. Eat good food. Throw a little ass. And enjoy your holidays. Also, if somebody brings some nasty ish, please knock it the fuck over. Jamie said, knock it the fuck over, honey. I thought the Breakfast Club was no more. They still doing it. I don't know why they announced that the Breakfast Club was coming to an end and then still doing shows. I don't get it. But I haven't watched the Breakfast Club in years. But I'm glad that Jade was on there. I'm glad she was able to book the Breakfast Club. I mean, she is a very popular Black woman. And if I was them, I'd have her on the show and talk to her. They need to talk to Bianca too. They need to have Bianca on there. They need to have Montez Ford and them on there. Now, if they already had them on there, I didn't see it. And that's mainly because anything that's outside of WWE, I rarely see. You know what I'm saying? But they should have capitalized on Bianca when she was going to Rolling Loud. That was when they should have had her on the show. Either way, next week's week of wrestling is going to be an interesting time. Now, I don't know when AEW's Full Gear is. All right, so AEW's Full Gear. Oh, it's the same night.
What?
It's the same night as Survivor Series.
Damn.
Oh, bitch sticks. All right, so if you care, if y'all care about Full Gear, Moxley is going up against MJF for the AEW World Championship. The Acclaimed is going up against Swerve in Our Glory. Whatever. Tony Storm is gonna face Jamie Hayter for the interim AEW Women's World Championship. Chris Jericho will go up against Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Sammy Guevara. A fatal four-way match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Jade Cargill will face Nyla Rose for the AEW TBS Championship. Dr. Britt Baker will go up against Saraya in a singles match. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal will face off against Sting and Darby Allin. Luchasaurus will go up against Jungle Boy, and Death Triangle, which consists of Pac, Penta El Zero, Magneto, and Rey Fenix, will challenge. They're the current six-man tag team champions, and they will go up against the Elite. I didn't even know that the Elite returned. But good for them. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have returned, and they will challenge for their AEW World Trios Championship, and seeing as how they never lost them and they were stripped of the titles. Wardlow will go up against Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs for the AEW TNT Championship. Mind you, Samoa Joe has a championship in the Ring of Honor side of AEW, as well as Brian Cage going up against Ricky Starks for the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament semifinals. And best friends Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor, and Rocky Romero, and a mysterious, very evil partner, will face off against the Factory. QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, Lee Johnson, Nick Comoroto, and Cole Carter. This is a 10-man tag team match. That is your Full Gear matchup. This card looks pretty decent for what it's booked, so good for them. She said nobody gives a fuck. I can't wear. I am going to my sister's house. And just to protect my sister's house, I won't say exactly where she lives, but I'm gonna go visit my sister. And my dad and my mom, we're all going, packing up the truck and going down to Beverly. I'm taking most of my nephews. I'm trying to get my oldest nephew so he can go. And he can go see his cousins. All his cousins are there this year. So, oh no, I'm cooking. I can't even go down there and just relax. I have to cook. I was playing WWE 2K last night. There was a triple threat match, and it was Shayna, Shotzi, and Sonya. And I was like, this is the real Toxic Attraction. Go to hell, Kitty. She said, wait, you're not cooking, babe. There is no way that I can go anywhere for Thanksgiving and not be able to cook anything. I wish that was possible. It is not. My sister requested that I cook macaroni and cheese and sweet potato pies, and my parents were not charged to cook anything. However, I had to cook 2 full pans of macaroni and cheese and take them down there, including and pies. Then when I get down there, I have to make cookies with my nieces and nephews and make her a lemon pie because she wants to have a lemon pie. So I cannot escape not cooking for Thanksgiving. And I hope you watched the live from Wednesday so you can listen to us, because we was talking about food on the live. We was talking about Thanksgiving. And we was having a time, child. Oh, you see it now, Kenny? You see him back there hiding? She said, now Uncle Howdy was back there in the dark looking like a Volition logo. Girl, he was back there in the dark, honey. Oh, you see my upload, child? I said, Lord, have mercy. Po LA Night. That baby was laid at. Okay, you hear me? He laid him at. He was not playing. But y'all, Smackdown was a good show. I will say that they did a very good job at keeping you interested. And now they've started new feuds while trying to maintain others. They are rolling and shaking and doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And I'm very happy that Uncle Trip is making sure that things are coming along. Like I said, Madcap and Emma are a real couple, so they will portray a couple on TV as well. And of course, they're going to be the ones to go up against Karrion Kross and Scarlett. So maybe Emma and Scarlett will have a battle, and we'll finally get to see Scarlett in the ring, and we'll get to see some real shit and not just her playing defense or, being a beautiful distraction for Karrion Kross. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. Smackdown was a very good show. I highly recommend it to anyone who didn't get the chance to see it. If you were able to record it and watch it, you definitely should. All right? Because it was definitely a must-see. We got to see Bray Wyatt and his fixation on LA Knight, it seems, has begun. LA Knight was taken out. So we got to see that. So much was happening at one time, but it wasn't too hard to follow. They made it simple. And like I said, they ended 2 minutes early, which is not normal for the E. Okay, that's not normal at all, honey. I got the nose. All right, so I hope everybody enjoys your weekend, and I hope everybody enjoys your Thanksgiving. If I don't get to talk to y'all before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I know that the holiday wasn't created under the best of circumstances, but we all know that the meaning of things can change in time. Okay, and Thanksgiving is not about what the Pilgrims did or the tragedies that happened to the Native Americans and indigenous people. It is mainly about family and coming together and being around food and enjoying each other's company. And that's what it's about. All right. So happy Thanksgiving. Please enjoy all of your accoutrements, your fixings, as my mom and my daddy would say. Enjoy your fixings. Okay. And y'all have a really good night, okay? And just remember that macaroni and cheese is a horror, okay? It's a horror. They're horrors. Macaroni and cheese is a horror. And dressing is a classy bitch. And I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.
Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.